This is the Sunny Side Up podcast.
Hi and welcome to Sunny Side Up. How's it going? I'm Brandon.
I'm Angel.
I'm Alan.
So it's good to have you guys here.
Mm-hmm.
And, Angel's back.
Yes, I am.
Not just temporarily for part of the episode, but all of it this time around.
Show up and then disappear at the dirt. We thought maybe you got lost at the dirt track in the last episode. So.
We had Luke on last week. If you didn't see that, you can go back and watch it or listen to it. And that was a really fun episode. Just Thanksgiving special. Now we're kind of diving into Christmas, so it's I think it's time to start doing Christmassy stuff as much as we can. So,
all right.
Yeah.
We need to decorate in here.
Yeah, we should.
Oh,
definitely.
I didn't even think about it. I bought you a Christmas cow.
Yeah.
I saw that.
For some reason, the notorious
the cows have become
Sunny Side Up cow.
It's a Christmas cow.
Yeah.
Has become a thing. So, cool.
Also, I have a new word.
Mm-hmm.
All right, kids, here's the word for the day. Can you say it? Repeat after me. Autosomal.
Autosomal.
Dominant.
Dominant.
Polycystic.
Polycystic.
Kidney disease.
Kidney disease.
Wow.
They call it ADPKD for short. And coming up here in just a bit, we're going to be talking with Dr. Neera Dahl, nephrologist, Dr. Neera Dahl, about what's going on with that.
And stuff like that is, it's kind of, I hate to say this, but part of what we've been kind of going through, medical stuff-wise.
Medical stuff.
So anything that I can learn about, even if it's not something our personal family's going through, always kind of interests me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What do you got over there, Klepper boy?
A couple of actually cool, good stories. I'll call them good.
Cool
They're
too.
cool too.
Okay.
I mean, definitely. So we'll start with this one. I just hate that for some reason with the police force, there's always just this negative view around it sometimes.
Okay.
And so it always makes my day whenever I can see a story of the police officers proving some other people wrong, that not all police officers are bad. So that's something, I've always had respect for our police force for sure. So, no matter where you go, you're going to have bad people. It's not just, So Officer Kevin Zimmerman of the Milwaukee Police Department pulled over Andrea Jackson for a registration issue with her car earlier this month. Or it would have been last month. But he was then cheerfully greeted by her and her two daughters, although he was in dismay to find the little girls did not have car seats.
What the what?
Yeah, so they didn't have car seats.
Okay.
Well, Jackson explained to Zimmerman that she could not afford the seats since she has been struggling to buy new winter clothes for her kids for the upcoming winter. So Zimmerman then visited a nearby Walmart and used his own money to buy coloring books, stickers, and 2 new car seats for $75. Good deal. Then he went to Jackson's house to deliver the gifts. He even helped her install the seats and fill out safety recall cards. So, though Zimmerman did not think very much of his gesture, Jackson later posted of the 36-year-old officer and her kids to Facebook as a thank you for his kindness, and it was obviously viral.
So he didn't ever give her a ticket?
No.
Just helped her out.
I mean, I don't know. He could have, but
I don't think he did.
I doubt he would.
I doubt he did when he did something like that. So stories like that always make my day. That a police officer, he's got a lot of things going on during his day. I can only imagine the stress that they go through takes the time to do something like that. I think it's cool. I really do.
Very cool.
Cough break.
Easy. You get cat hair in your throat?
Maybe.
Okay. What story do you have?
Speaking of cats.
See how I did that?
Yeah, there was. I
See how I
knew
did
it
that?
was how, yeah.
This story came out about a man from Oregon. His cat had been missing for 5 years, and he was reunited with his cat, whose name's Sasha, after she had wandered over 1,400 miles away from home.
That's a long
ways.
Yeah.
Usually the cats make their way home, but not this
Cats are usually very good about making their way home.
Said, see you later.
Story.
The cat went missing in Portland and ended up in New Mexico.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
From northwest United States to southwest United States.
Well, and usually when you see a cat, you don't really think much about it. Honestly, I mean, you really don't, because there's wild cats out there. But
do you know what's in between Portland, Oregon, and Santa Fe, New Mexico?
What?
The entire Rocky Mountain Range, including the
That
Grand
cat was
Canyon.
having fun.
I'm telling you,
She was running.
That's insane.
It's like 5 years ago, right? And now she's 6.
Yeah, she's 6 years old. And they scanned her microchip and
Yeah.
everything and confirmed that
It's
this was in
legit.
fact his missing cat.
What in the world? Wow. Honestly, just wow.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Yeah.
else to say on that one.
Sasha
It's
was getting
crazy.
Sasha was out there on a manhunt, man. Wonder if she found her man.
I don't know. Did you
Maybe.
think she remembers the owner? I mean, obviously
I'm
the owner
assuming
I
does.
don't
so.
know.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I'd
Pets
like to know
usually
that.
remember their owners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You actually, that happened to you guys.
Yeah, my Nana, her dog went missing for I don't even know how long, forever. And me and my friend Brittany were just walking through the animal shelter because we like to look at the dogs and pet them and everything. And the dog was there at the shelter,
And it recognized you.
and it recognized me because
Going,
she
"Hey,
got
hey."
so excited that she
That's
saw
cool.
me and she recognized me. She knew who I was.
So she
That's
got to go
very
back
neat.
home.
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
So she's at home now.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, your turn.
So there is a line of people in Norman, Oklahoma, stretching from one building to the next at a library. And the Norman Library had to move from one building to the next. And so they're like, oh, let's post on a Facebook page and see if we can get a couple of volunteers, because this is going to take us a couple of days to move all the
Yeah.
books out of the one building and then put it on the shelves in the new building, right? Pick up a little of books. Like several hundred people show up after the Facebook post, and they transferred all of the books from the one building to the other building in one day. In fact, in just 45 minutes.
Wow.
Because they had enough
That's
people.
amazing.
They did the line thing, the fire bucket brigade,
Yeah.
where you got one end of the line at the bookshelf in the one building and the other end of the line at the bookshelf in the other building. They even put a
literally made
they put a GoPro on one of the books, and so it shows the journey. It's on YouTube. Shows
That's
the
cool.
journey going from one bookshelf all the way through the little kids are going, Grandma, what's that? Just give me the book. Move on. What's on the book? It's a GoPro. Yeah.
That's neat.
When I
Cool.
went
Very neat.
in middle school, when I went to Waller, that was when they were in the middle of redoing the whole school. So I was a library aide, and it was my 8th grade year, and they were moving libraries, and it took us forever to move the whole library
Yeah,
over.
it's
And it was in the same
huge.
building.
Even though everything's on electronic media now, there's still the hardback books in there.
Yep.
So.
I
Yeah.
love that. They're actually making resurface. Did you know that?
I know.
They were like kind of falling back, and people really wanted them, and now they're coming back
What
again.
is old is new again.
I'm happy
all
about
over
that.
the
place.
I always prefer a hardback
Yeah.
book to an electronic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want to take a break? Talk about our kidneys? Seriously?
Yeah,
Sure.
sure.
I know that sounds weird. I was trying to figure out a way to around this to the whole donut into it. But
Yeah, let's do
so
it.
our kidneys play a vital role.
Viral roll.
Vital
My
role
kidney's viral.
in our overall health by clearing the blood, balancing body fluids, removing waste, aiding in other important functions of our bodies. Autosomal dominant polycystic kidney disease, a new word we learned earlier in the show, is a rare genetic and progressive disease that affects nearly 140,000 Americans and could lead to kidney failure. So let's meet Dr. Dahl. What do you say?
Let's do it.
All right.
Joining us is Dr. Neera Dahl, a nephrologist who's here today on behalf of Oxka America Pharmaceuticals. Dr. Dahl, how are you today?
I'm doing quite well, thank you, Ellen.
Now we're going to talk about something. Now I'm going to try to get this word correct. Autosomal dominant polycystic kidney disease. Did I get it close?
Yep, that's exactly right.
Dr. Dahl, tell me about what is this? I know it's systemic and it's inherited, but kind of break us down and tell us what ADPKD is all about.
So ADPKD, or autosomal dominant polycystic kidney disease, is an inherited or genetic kidney disease. You can get this disease if your mom or your dad has the condition. It causes cysts to develop inside the kidneys, and over time, the kidneys get larger and larger as the cysts get larger and larger. So to give you a perspective, your kidneys are normally about the size, each one is about the size of a fist. And patients with this disease can have very large kidneys about the size of a football. And what happens over time is there's loss of kidney function, so that by the time patients are at 60, about 50% of them will have lost kidney function or developed end-stage kidney disease or kidney failure requiring either dialysis or a kidney transplant.
Now, I know it's caused by cysts and growth, and that's what makes the kidney enlarge. Is this a situation where someone could have it and not know they have it?
So this is absolutely a situation like that. So the disease is present since birth. It's a genetic condition, so you're born with it. But most people are not aware of that and don't have any symptoms until much later in life.
So is there something we can test for when we're younger, or we just wait on some of the signs to start showing up?
So the way the disease is diagnosed is by imaging, either by an ultrasound or CT or MRI of the kidneys to see whether both kidneys are enlarged and cystic and look uniformly like PKD kidneys, like someone with ADPKD.
Gotcha. And so what are the signs that we look for? I'm sure it's not something that you're going to go, I wonder what that pain is and ignore it. But what are the signs and symptoms of ADPKD?
So really the key is with the family history to be aware of, is there flank pain? Is there back pain? Is there blood in the urine that's unexplained?
Mm-hmm.
Is there early history of developing high blood pressure or hypertension? Those are the things that would make us, as nephrologists, worry that that person may have kidney disease.
And is this particular scenario, this genetic system, it all leads to kidney disease, but how is it different from someone who does? I don't understand how kidney disease works in the first place. I've had a couple of different friends who've gone through kidney failure, gone through the dialysis, and actually had kidneys donated to them. How does this differ from, I guess what I'm trying to say, normal kidney disease?
So this is the fourth most common cause of kidney disease. So the more common causes are diabetes, hypertension, or a kind of inflammation in the kidney called glomerulonephritis. And then the fourth most common reason that kidneys fail is because of this hereditary condition called autosomal dominant polycystic kidney disease. So it's different in that this is a hereditary condition, but it's a common hereditary condition. 1 in 400 to 1 in 1,000 people will have this condition. And so it is one of the important causes of kidney disease.
Gotcha. And I don't know about anybody else, but if I'm seeing blood in my urine, I'm not going to wait to call my doctor. But when should people go see their doctor?
If there's a family history, if they're concerned that they may have the condition, they should come and see us to have a conversation about whether they should get screened. And once the diagnosis is made, they should see us regularly to discuss management strategies for the condition. And really, the idea is we want to see patients early. We don't want to see them when they're at the brink of starting dialysis or needing a kidney transplant. We want to see them when they're feeling well and may not have many symptoms. And really to talk to us about management strategies and see if there are things that we can offer them that perhaps we couldn't offer them, offer to their parents or to other relatives, that we have more information now than we did before about the disease.
I've got you. Now, where can we go to find out more information about ADPKD?
So one of the websites that I really like is pkdinfo.com, and this has a lot of well-curated information about what the disease is, how to have those initial conversations with your doctor. There's information here about for caregivers as well, so people caring for others with PKD. So pkdinfo.com is
awesome.
A good website.
All right. Dr. Neera Dahl, I want to ask you a little bit of a personal question, just a little bit. I always like to find out from our doctors why they became the doctor that they became. What led you to become a nephrologist?
So I became a nephrologist or a kidney specialist because at the time when I was in training, I was interested in those areas of medicine where there wasn't a lot known, and kidney disease was still pretty mysterious. We knew some things about it. We knew how to offer dialysis, but we didn't really know a lot more than that. And so that left a lot of area for interesting research, which I found very, very appealing. Also, as a nephrologist, you really get to become a part of people's lives, especially with managing a hereditary disease like this. You often see generations of family members. So there's a family where I see the grandparents and the dad, mom and dad, and then the kids. And you see how that disease affects families and really get to know patients over time. And that's very rewarding as well.
I got you. One of our best friends had a kidney disease, and it turned out that his wife was a match. And about a year and a half ago, did the transplant. He'd been on dialysis for years, and so it's pretty close to home on this conversation. Dr. Dahl, I appreciate your time, and you have a great day. Okay.
Okay, great.
Thank you so much.
Good stuff. Appreciate it. Good stuff.
Yep.
Good with the arms. Good.
What is wrong with him?
A lot.
You know what I think?
Try
we should
living
do?
with him.
I did for a very long time.
I like. By the way, you guys are jerks.
You sound like you were going to be Eddie Murphy in at the very end of the. Oh my gosh!
Good job.
Well,
this is what
I like.
shooting blanks. This is just it. So this.
I thought you were going to go into the whole "I like big butts" routine.
Yeah, it could have been, but
yeah.
Hey,
what do you like?
I like feel-good stories, and I got another one for you.
Okay.
So it's good stuff. Disney has been just kind of the center of attention for the last.
Yeah, they have been
Forever. They're taking
forever.
over.
Well, I mean, forever. They are, and they've been taking over everything.
I blame Mickey Mouse.
That's fine. You know what? I enjoy Disney. I really do. I don't know. I think the Star Wars thing they've done pretty decently well with.
Yeah.
I really do. I was kind of afraid that it would go down a weird path.
Yeah.
Like a weird path. I'm not saying that they are better than the originals because I don't think that.
No.
But I don't think they've done terrible with
It's a different time.
Everybody was
story.
afraid they were going to keep it to like PG and not keep to actual Star Wars.
Right. And
but,
so I appreciate that fact. Well, this is a cool story. The chief executive of Disney, Bob Iger, I think.
Iger.
Iger.
Yeah.
Okay. He granted permission for a terminally ill Star Wars fan to watch The Rise of Skywalker weeks before its theatrical release.
Because it's not even going to release till
No.
Christmas?
I
think.
can't remember. Is that the one with Baby Yoda?
Yeah.
We're going to have to
No.
watch that.
The
No,
Mandalorian
Baby Yoda's
is the one.
good, yeah.
Baby
That's-
Yoda's on Disney Plus,
That's
isn't
on
it?
Disney Plus.
Yeah, that's
I
the
wanna
Disney
see
Plus.
The
Baby
Rise of
Yoda.
Skywalker is
That's the
final,
next. Yeah.
What's the final chapter of
Is
the
it?
Star Wars saga?
Yeah. Which makes sense.
Of the
but
the Star Wars saga that you know, not
Yeah.
the outcroppings. So
Well,
anyway, sorry.
on Thanksgiving, just a few days ago, they were grateful to be able to share the Rise of Skywalker with a patient and his family. May the Force be with you and with us all, Iger tweeted. So
That's cool.
Yeah, he was responded to a request posted on Twitter on Tuesday from Rowan's Hospice in England. So they found it on Twitter, which is really cool. I think the gentleman has since passed. So, but at least he got to see
It was a good move.
Rise of Skywalker.
Good move on
Good
Mr. Iger's
Disney.
part. And Mr.
Good
Iger,
Disney.
if you're watching or listening to our podcast, we sure would appreciate a Disney sponsorship. That would be.
That'd be amazing.
I would
Dude, I'll
just
put you on my dirt bike right
You
now.
could sponsor this show, and I would retire.
Yeah,
Yep.
sure.
Lucasfilms could buy us, and we'd be finished.
So
great.
has been that whole like controversy about them taking over Star Wars, but they did create Baby Yoda, and that's one of the best creations ever.
I
I don't care what anybody says.
I think anytime you have a new company taking over something that's that iconic, and trust me, the Star Wars
Yeah.
storyline's iconic.
Oh yeah.
The best thing you can do is take it, acknowledge it, and reinvent a new story.
It has brought
Yeah.
around a whole new audience
Yeah.
because Kylie, my sister, loves Star Wars now since they took it
Yeah.
over because it's
Yeah.
being pushed so much because it's Disney now.
And it would have been a huge disservice to go back and do
Redo
story.
all the movies.
What it was the very first one? Was that story 3
I
or
can't
story
remember.
4 where it starts with Princess Leia? It would have been
I don't
really
think
dumb.
they would ever.
Well, wait.
Disney's
you
not
seen
into-
the first one that came out?
Yeah, which
Yeah.
was
It was
story
four.
3.
It was
4, episode 4.
Yeah, 4,
Yeah.
5, and 6 came out
Yeah.
because
Right. It was,
George Lucas knew
4,
he
5,
couldn't
6,
do
then 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. But the thing is, like,
Yeah.
I remember it being a big deal that 1, 2, and 3 weren't as good as 4, 5, and 6. But it was still the original.
I think part of it is because it's like a nostalgia thing.
We always.
Yeah.
Well, I
So-
was there. I was in. I think I was a junior in high school when the first one, or story 4 came. The New Hope
Yeah.
is what it was.
Yeah.
And we all argued whether A New Hope was better than The Empire Strikes Back.
It's one of those.
Well,
It's a
they've
big
been-
series.
I
just
feel
been-
like 4, 5,
there-
and 6 are still
There've
at
been
the top.
argument over it.
There
I
will
still think they're the
forever be an
pinnacle.
argument about, just like with Harry Potter, there will always
Yeah.
be an argument about which one's
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah.
Vader
So-
doesn't ever. Well, Vader's done for, right? So in the last few, he's not around anymore, right?
Well, he
He's dead.
Vader's been. Yeah.
Right.
Well, no, it's the
Spoiler
last
alert, but
story.
you
no,
should have known.
I'm saying it's not the last. You're talking about the timeline.
Right.
No,
But Vader doesn't show up in present day ever in any of these episodes because
No.
obviously he's gone.
he's in the
Right.
spirit world.
It's a different bad guy.
He's with Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
All I care about is
Help
Baby Yoda.
Obi-Wan
I
Kenobi.
didn't see
Honestly.
it. I don't know what the
Okay, I just got to admit this
So
right
Luke
now.
Skywalker's dead.
I
Han
have to admit
Solo's
this.
dead.
I got to
What?
admit that. Wait, Luke Skywalker's dead?
Well, yeah, he died.
I haven't seen the
You
new
just,
ones.
You just blew his whole world
I
up.
have not seen the new
Now
ones.
I will critique. I will criticize Disney on this one. The way they killed off Luke Skywalker was pretty lame.
So what did? Okay, I gotta
And
ask then.
that was in the last movie.
Was he
right?
battling, or was he?
He was.
It's just
he
old
was
age.
using the Force to battle another person on another planet. He was projecting himself
What?
with his mind. He was projecting a physical representation, a fake him, like a hologram. He was projecting a hologram
That way he didn't have to travel.
of himself to another planet. And
Okay.
and as he's sitting on his little island in his
Projecting.
he's sitting and doing the whole yoga, not Yoda, but yoga pose.
Yeah.
And then as he's like basically using to the Force that sun
blows him up.
3 suns rise in the background, and he
Really?
just goes up into vapor.
That doesn't seem.
It was really.
It really could have been more
under-
epic than that.
Yeah, that was my only, and I'm not saying every story, everybody's got to die in a storyline if you go long enough in history.
Sure,
So
but
I don't know.
they could have just killed him off old age. Like they really could have just done
no.
that. He didn't have to go
No.
out weirdly like that.
And then there's the other movie where
he
Han
becomes
Solo
Darth Vader.
died.
Yeah.
Who didn't know Han Solo was going to get killed?
I mean,
The two people
obviously.
in front of me in the audience didn't, and they start screaming and crying. I'm like, did you really not know he was
mean,
going to
Did
die?
you not
obviously.
know this was going to happen?
And then obviously it's the same story again with
It's the
Kylo Ren or
It is
whatever
the
his
same
name is.
story. So I don't know.
yeah. I
And
understand.
then what's her name? Not Kylo Ren, but the girl. What's her name?
I don't know.
The new
the one my sister was for Halloween.
yeah.
I can't remember her name, but I know who you're talking about. The new
Most-
girl.
Most underutilized character in the Star Wars franchise. Why
She's the
they didn't-
Skywalker though, isn't she?
Is she? I
Well,
don't know.
The Rise of Skywalker. I'm thinking that's what.
But
it happens probably.
I'm just saying I wouldn't have done it that way. I love the movies.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
I need to go see the movies. I just do. That's bad.
It's certainly not as good as the Chihuahua movies. What's what is the movie about the Chihuahuas?
It's just called Chihuahua.
Chihuahua. Isn't there like Chihuahua 1 and 2 and there's
There's
like a
two.
sequel?
And they talk. And
Chihuahua
they run around
2?
everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Now that's a movie. Angel, what's the next story?
Awful. Just
Speaking of Chihuahua,
awful.
Wow, look at that. What a coinkydink.
there's been a couple of these stories the past few weeks.
Do you feel the
Okay.
cringe in the room right
Look,
now?
yeah. I'm just trying to move on.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's a dad joke if I ever heard one.
Yeah, you know.
All right, let's
But
do it.
there has been a
Chihuahuas.
couple stories about this.
Mm-hmm.
Different cases, but of dogs driving cars on accident.
Yes.
This one was a Chihuahua
Mm-hmm.
in Louisiana. And he was left in the car in a gas station. And the dog managed to
Sounds like
knock
a Chihuahua
the
in
car
the background.
in reverse. So the car started moving.
Uh-oh.
And there was a mechanical issue that allowed the transmission to change gears without the brake ever being engaged.
Oh, good.
That's why it happened.
Ooh, okay.
Which, why would you leave your dog in the car if you knew that would happen? But
So-
anyways,
So have you seen the video of it?
I have not seen this video. I saw a different video. But this one, it was an SUV. It rolled backwards onto a very busy road.
Like, imagine your favorite 4-lane highway with the typical gas station where you pull off the
Yeah.
4-lane, you got to wait to make the right or left turn to get onto to get to the gas pumps, right? Whole bunch of cars at the gas pumps, and mom or dad is in the gas station paying, or the quick shop paying for the gas, while Chihuahua is in the car, and you see the video from the gas station of the SUV at the gas
Just
pump,
flying backwards.
just going, I mean, woof, out the parking lot, right across all 4 lanes of the highway into another, like a circular parking lot, somebody's house across the street. while mom or dad is just trying to
How
run.
do you stop that? 'Cause,
Cars
like,
are
Yeah.
just.
the dog doesn't know how to stop it.
I don't think it did hardly any damage at all.
It says nobody was injured.
Nobody
which
was
is
injured, and I don't even
amazing.
think the SUV got too bad. I mean, it had to run into something to stop,
Yeah.
like a post or something. But
Well, there's the other story, which I just saw the video. The other one was really funny to
Yeah.
me because I don't know what kind of dog it was, but it was like in a little cul-de-sac. So like there was not really anywhere for the dog to go, but it was just going in circles and like running into the curb. And the cop couldn't stop it, so he's just like standing there throwing his hands up because what do you do for that? How do you stop a dog in a
I don't know
car?
what to do. He's just like,
They were all just sitting
what?
there watching because how do you stop that?
and the Chihuahua's got sunglasses on the whole time. Going, hey, yo quiero Taco Bell or something. I don't know.
I
That's
missed the Taco
hilarious.
Bell
Oh,
Chihuahua.
wow.
You got to go YouTube Chihuahua drives a car. It's hilarious.
Yeah, that's funny. That is
So,
good stuff.
are you done? Are you finished buying me Christmas presents yet? You got my Christmas presents all finished?
Yeah.
Okay. 12 days of Christmas. We promised
Yes.
this last week. If you were to buy everything in the song of the 12 Days of Christmas, it just went up $67.56 over last year.
Dang it.
A 0.2%
That's what I was gonna do.
increase.
Darn.
Yeah. Do you have any idea how much the 12 Days of Christmas actually costs
No.
a lot
in
of
today's
money.
numbers?
A lot of money.
$38,993
Oh.
and 59 cents.
All right.
Up $67 from last year.
Dang it, guys.
So, if you're gonna buy me that
Look,
much for Christmas, you better get a hold
I
of
just-
the Lords of Leaping and
All
Taking
I
help.
had was that amount of money, but since it went up $67, I just can't
I don't
anymore.
think
I'm
I can do
sorry,
it.
Yeah.
I can't do it. So I was gonna get you that, but now I just
Mostly, I
can't.
wanted the 7 Swans of Swimming.
Oh man, December.
Yes.
So hey, this has been fun.
Yeah.
Appreciate everybody tuning in. It was a good feel-good episode. Always love those.
Yep.
So yeah. So we will see everybody next week.
Sunnyside Up Podcast at storiesandscoopsmedia.com if you want to drop us an email, shout out.
We're also on Facebook and Instagram, both
Yep.
Sunnyside Up Podcast. You're going to be able to find us
Yeah.
everywhere. So, same logo everywhere. So find us there, contact us, and hey, if you want something that you're thinking about to be on our show, let us know. We'll talk about
Yep,
it
sure.
for sure.
Yep.
So,
Hey, go out and have a blessed week.
and we will see you guys next week. See ya.
Bye.